it's Vlogmas day 9. I will start by lighting my advent candle like we always do. I've decided to mix it up. Let's blow it out again then. Mix it up a bit today by using my red candles. As you remember, got my little white ones on the silver stand to have for my videos, and then my red ones for me and Andy to do, Andy and Sophie to have on the mantelpiece of an evening. I thought I'd mix it up a bit today, but we'll have to watch because Treacle, my cat, is wandering around, and I obviously don't want there to be any accidents with that, and we know how it's been with candles and me so far. So today I thought I would do how to make Christmas biscuits. They're not necessarily Christmas biscuits when I made them. I made them a couple of weeks ago with Sophie. But you can make them into Christmas biscuits by using cookie cutters that are Christmas trees, stars, whatever you've got, reindeers, Santas. If you've got the cookie cutters to do that, or you can get them, then use those. Me and Sophie did ones, well, I'll show you when we get to the cookie cutters bit. It was just a simple recipe that I got online. I did it slightly differently to the recipe for getting hold of ingredients and just what suited me and Sophie. I am not very good in the kitchen, but touch wood. Is there any wood? We'll go there. Some of the bakes I've tried to make have come out okay. I made banana bread during lockdown, that went okay. I've done cupcakes and things with Sophie before, and that turned out alright. So yeah, this went okay. I can show you, I can insert a picture of the cookies at the end that me and Sophie actually did, minus the decoration. Yeah, so for this one you will need 200 grams of unsalted butter. I just got the Asda's British own one. 200 grams of golden caster sugar. I just got this one from Asda. I'm not an affiliate of Asda, it's just where we shop all the time. It says 1 large egg. I didn't have a large egg, so I used 2 medium ones and it went fine. So just whatever you've got in, I don't normally go off recipe because I need to follow it to the rule to make sure I get it right, but this one I did a little bit because it also said use half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and when I went to Asda to get some, the only ones they had were the usual size, but it was £6 for vanilla extract and I only need half a teaspoon, so I left it out and actually couldn't tell from the biscuits. So by all means get an extract if you want it, but you don't need it because it didn't miss it. And 400 grams of plain flour. So I just got the smart price stuff. So from the start you need to, and then you need anything for decoration that you want, sorry. I picked up these glitter writing icing pens for Soph, so I'll show you the colours. So there's just 4 colours, white, blue, purple, pink, and she loved doing them. So yeah, there's all kinds. You'll see yourself when you go in the baking aisle. I just stood for ages deciding what she'd like. Can pick Christmassy colours then, couldn't you? Red and green and gold, whatever you like, if they've got it. So you just have to heat your oven to either 200 degrees C, 180 degrees C for a fan assisted oven, and then or gas mark 6, which is what mine was. Treacle, I'm going to blow this candle out in a minute if you get too near it. Yeah, so you heat that and then you just get a baking tray. I used 2 smaller ones, and these I had to put 4 lots of cookies in at the end. You end up making a lot of dough from this. So yeah, I just buttered this up, but I think the recipe said to use parchment paper, but I just used the unsalted butter and put that down. It's just so they don't stick to the pan, isn't it? So yeah, it said put the butter in the bowl and then use, sorry, I've just got the instructions there so I can remember, and then beat it with an electric beater until it's soft and creamy. We don't have an electric beater, so I just used a regular hand whisk. It is harder. You do end up getting loads of clumps of butter in the middle of the whisk and you have to keep getting it out and keep going. But it did come to a consistency that I thought, well, it might not be creamy, but it looked a lot softer than it did at the start. So we just went with that. We did come up with biscuits at the end of it, so it must have been all right. Oh, by the way, this is the Christmas jumper. Another one that I got off my dad, Rudolph. Andy bought this one year for him when we were first dating, so yeah, I borrowed that one. Yeah, so we used the normal hand whisk, and then we put in the sugar and carried on beating it again with the hand whisk. So if you've got a fancy electronic one, great for you because it'll be a lot quicker. It didn't take ages, it's just I had to keep getting all the bits of butter and sugar and that out of the inside of the whisk and then going again. Then you put your egg in and your vanilla extract if you've got it. I didn't use it. And then finally you put your flour in to make the dough. If your dough is too sticky, you just keep adding flour, little bits. So then I just put some of the flour down on a chopping board and put some round, spread some round a rolling pin, and then we just roll the dough out. It said to pull off pieces of dough and to roll them out to the thickness of 2 £1 coins. You can judge it for yourself most of the time. I just rolled it out to a thickness that I thought a biscuit would look like. And then we started using the cookie cutters that way and then pressing them out. It's harder with, we used Sophie's Play-Doh ones because they're all we had at the time. So as long as you've washed them out fully, they are fine. So we had things like, we had ducks, we did have some stars. So yeah, Christmas stars if you want. We had fishes, honest to goodness, polar bears. We had little tiny ones like these butterflies, but these are hard with these handles on to get them out, so I wouldn't suggest that. A seal, love heart, dinosaur. Oh, we had all kinds. Is that one a monkey? Yeah, a little gingerbread man. Oh, you can't see that one very well, could you? I didn't hold that out very well. Gingerbread man. We had dog bones. We had everything. So if you've got Play-Doh ones, by all means wash them out. We did and it went great. I'm going to blow this candle up because it's going to fall over. So yeah, use your cookie cutters. It says to the thickness of 2 £1 coins, but judge it yourself. Ours went fine, although I did try and do a much thicker one with one of the, I think the heart-shaped ones, and because when they're in the oven they expand. It just went a bit flatter and looked a bit of a mess. So just judge it for yourself. It went fine as long as you've got them spread out a bit as well, because obviously they spread out as they can end up going together. Ours weren't too bad. I've got a dead itchy nose today. Doesn't that mean you're coming into money? That would be nice, wouldn't it, for Christmas? So yeah, once you've done that and you've cut out your shapes, you put them all onto your either buttered out or parchment covered baking tray, and then, like I said, put them in your oven that you've already preheated. It says bake them for 8 to 10 minutes or till they slightly brown around the edges. I pulled them out a couple of times and they looked quite pale, so I kept putting them back in. But to be honest, in the end, when I pulled them out, because I kept putting them in, I thought they're going to go way over. They were still a little bit soft at the bottom, but actually once they'd been cooled for the 5 minutes that you meant to cool them for, they actually were fine and they tasted great and they weren't really gooey or anything. So I'd say just judge it for yourself again. You know, I'm not a master baker at all, and I managed it. So yeah, that is basically it. It's dead quick. Like I said, at the end Sophie decorated them. The picture that I'll put in will just be of the biscuits when we took them out the oven, because I forgot to take some once she'd decorated them. But we had a lovely time. Like I said, you can make them Christmassy if you like. If you've got the cookie cutters for angels and Christmas trees and everything, you've got that. But even not, we had a lovely time. Like I said, we had stars, but the rest are all Play-Doh shapes. So I hope this is okay. It's something a little bit different. I thought I'd done it and I thought I might as well share it for Vlogmas. And people seem to like the creative ones. So when I did the origami star, people seem to really like that one. I had people telling me that they'd done it, which was great. So if you happen to make these cookies, please send me pictures. I'd love to see it. You can find me on Twitter. I'll put my Twitter link below. If you happen to make the origami star, keep sending me them. I love it. Yeah, if you've done anything from any of my videos, please let me know, because I had the massive smile on my face the other day when somebody told me they made the star for the top of the tree. And I'd love to show Sophie your cookies that you've made if you do that. So I hope this was okay for Vlogmas day 9, and I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas day 10.